Is it working? Hello, hello, and welcome to Wednesday, the 23rd of July, where it is pouring, raining and pouring. So yeah, welcome. It's the sun is now in Leo. How exciting! It went into Leo last night at 11:30. So it is currently sitting at 0021. So that is lovely. We also have the moon at 6 degrees of Cancer. It is going to be conjuncting Jupiter. That's nice at 3 p.m. today. So, there's a matter of adventure, joviality with our Jovian king up there getting approached by the moon. Adventures, whether they are reading, educating yourself, going for a bushwalk, just think of those exciting things. So that's nice. And that's pretty much the only aspect the moon makes today, up until 6 p.m. when it then starts to trine the North Node. So even that is nice, you know. Let's read the words. Actually, I'll have to click the buttons because it doesn't look like it's working. No, look at that. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Claire. Hi, Susan. How are you? I'm onto your bags. I've got them started. Yes, yes, Leo's absolutely rock. Good morning, Louise. Good morning, Cara from Mumba. How exciting. Can't wait to see you, Cara. I know you're always just there and I've always got that link to you. All right, so I'll read the words today. So let me have a look. Where are they? All right, the sun has arrived in Leo, and with that comes a shift. Pride and self worth invite celebration. Gratitude and nurturing build true safety. Consistency and courage carve the path to success. And yes, aging and endings are simply doorways to a new beginning. The old guard must pass for the new to emerge. And it's not something to fear, it's something to honor. So welcome the shift, smile at what's changing, and let the light in. And speaking about what has changed, we have lost an icon. Ozzy Osbourne has passed last night. So, now the other day I was talking about the fact that the sun is opposing Pluto and the underworld. So, I mean, look, I other than Ozzy Osbourne, I have heard of a few people's families passing at this time, and it's just to sort of be expected when there's massive Pluto aspects like this. All right, so the sun opposing Pluto, man, that underworld is highlighted. And again, with the don't fear the Reaper, is that an Ozzy Osbourne song? Don't fear the Reaper? I can't remember. Maybe it is. Anyway, my point is, um, it's inevitable. I was saying this the other day, there is no gold ticket out of passing. All right. So, with Leo brings the celebration of life. All right. It's children, it's romance, it's creativity, it's matters of the heart. All right. It rules the heart. All right. So now we're in Leo season. Pick yourself up a little bit. Like I always talk about those biorhythms. And Cancer is, it's a water sign, so it's very emotional, and we go into, just like with Scorpio, we go into those emotions. Whereas now we're coming up into Leo and the sun is shining. The sun is in its rulership. It's like, ah. So that is awesome. Now, let me just click the buttons again. All right. Genevieve. Good morning. Good dawning. How are you, Genevieve? Nice to make your acquaintance. What a lovely name, Genevieve. I love that. All right. So now another one that we do have today is that Venus square Mars is at 5:30 p.m. All right. Now let me just have a look at. So Mercury has moved off that 15 degree mark. So even though Mercury is now retrograde, he's actually started to move. So if we did have those, remember, I'm going to say it again, Venus in Gemini in Mercury's sign, conjunct Hygeia. She wants to communicate what she thinks are the good boundaries, safeguards, health practices because of Hydrea. She's like, consider this. Have you thought about that? Why don't you do this? So Venus being extra chatty could be construed by Mars in that Virgo already health orientated placement, because really Hygieia should rule Virgo. All right. So because Mars is in Virgo and he's now past that south node, thankfully, Mars is concerned with all of those health practices, but he just doesn't want to hear it from Venus. He wants to analyze and make that choice for himself because, it's his duty to serve others and himself. So I don't know whether Mars is just too preoccupied and wants to go do other things first or whatever. All right. So anyway, that is exact at 5:30 p.m. So hopefully we're getting to that point where the conversation will be heard and incorporated. All right. So that analysis that Virgo is doing. So maybe Mars will stop and listen a little bit. Mercury's moving again, and maybe take some of those things into consideration. So now, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is a brilliant time for us. So if you've got to do, excuse me, something, consider the fact that the moon is conjunct Jupiter at 3 and the sun is also sextile Uranus at 3. All right. So there's something optimistic, bright and sparkly potentially coming at around 3 o'clock. And I hope maybe that might be enough of a experience to shift the Venus Mars stuff, because Uranus is in Venus's sign. So maybe that bright, sparkly optimism might help Venus communicate differently so that Mars can hear her. I don't know. All right, so there's that. Now, Mercury's still not making any aspects to anybody else. And now Mars and Jupiter not making any aspects to anybody else. All right, so they're just free floating along. Like I said, the moon is only making that up till 3 conjunction to Jupiter. After 6, it's sort of heading in that north node direction. All right. And also, we've only got 2 more days till we have that new moon and sun opposition Pluto. So, even just that statement, we are heading into a fairly dark space. Dark as in underworld and dark as in no light from the moon. So, you can definitely sit in contemplation in those types of places. Definitely, with that sort of the Venus Mars thing, take the time to sit comfortably and optimistically, to look at those things that are difficult for you to sort of process, and just let those cupboards in your soul open, let those dark secrets out, let those things you've been hiding go and address them. Again, there is no golden ticket that is going to stop you from having hard experiences in life or stop you from dying. Like everybody's going to go through that. And so it is big. It is big. So don't fear it, because, like if you've got someone that is at that time, give them everything that you can and let them know that you're there for them. Or, if you feel like there is a conversation that must be had, because if not now, then when? Then that might be a nice time to, or maybe tomorrow, maybe later after the Venus Mars thing. But I mean, again, that's just neither here nor there. Like if difficult conversations need to be had, now's the time to do it. Okay? So yes, let's draw a Dreamweavers card. So I'll click the button quickly. Okay. Hello, Heather. Oh, in the darkness. All right. Remember, Julie, that the sun in Leo is us lighting our way by what our heart is expressing. All right, that's the ultimate. Look at this thing over here. Representative of the sun, our heart, our soul and spirit lighting our way. So got the book but not the cards. Okay. All right. So what card is going to be perfect for this? Oh, this one. What is this one? As the weaver's way is true. Oh my gosh, that is so appropriate. Look at that. Our way is getting lit. I love that. All right. So that is card number 39 for those that like their numbers. 39. Okay. So trusting and surrendering to an essential partnership with the divine, reclaiming your magic. Oh, I love this. All right. The mythic story of the dream weavers invites us to imagine the purpose of these wise, benevolent beings working on our behalf, who represent the higher wisdom that governs our lives. So if we don't really trust in them or any divine force, it means we believe only in our human will to make things happen. Oh my God, sorry, very chunky reading. Sorry, guys. Um, okay, that everything is on our shoulders to carry. If we can't see the hidden realms, they don't exist. Only we only what we see does. Even the idea of our higher self is reduced to a philosophical ideal. Effort then becomes primary, hard work, struggle, goals to achieve, difficult relationships. A lot of people live this way. You don't. You know that deep down, only you can do so much on your own. You need this divine partnership to make your life work. You were born to reclaim your magic, your roots in the mystical ways to the world. Trust becomes essential to surviving and thriving. Today, trust the way that is illogical, intuitive, perplexing, curious, and creative. This is the Dreamweaver's way, and it will always steer you into exploration and adventure. Jupiter. You will meet and befriend extraordinary people who will be your mystical companions. Just keep asking for a sign, and the next step will be revealed. Right now, your choice is obvious to your heart. Follow it and trust the outcome. Oh, I love that. You can't make that up. I completely agree. It is about trusting, listening to your intuition, asking for that guidance so that you can shine that spirit onto the path to light and illuminate your way forward. Trusting those instincts to know when conversations are needed. A couple of times in my life, actually, one with my auntie. We had a conversation just the week before she was killed in an accident, and that was like a knowing. Oh my God, I'm gonna like randomly ring, and then also my nana. I went and when I was like, I don't know, I think it might have been 18. I caught a bus up to Narrabeen and went to her nursing home to say hello, like totally random, and within not much time she also passed. So, like I can only speak from my experience. But, if you ever have those hunches or think of people and like I need to contact them, then do that in the minute because, your instincts are always going to be correct. So, I mean, look, I hope that nobody is in that situation. But again, I'm just sort of trying to reiterate that, with the darkness that we are facing now with the new moon and the Pluto, yeah, just don't fear being there because your heart will light the way, So, good morning, Janine. How are you? So nice to see you. Good morning, Jen. Hello, Sally. How are you? Oh my God, I just saw the best meme about like 100,000 ducks. You are my duck lady. And I wasn't 100% sure whether it was real or not, so I didn't send it, but it made me giggle because it's you. All right, and Louise, yes, follow the light, learning new paths. Amazing, amazing. So I am around today. My class, my group, guys. 9:30. We're going to be exploring the 5th and 11th houses. So that's going to be exciting. My website is down. I tried to fix it and I didn't. So I've already reached out to Natasha. So she's going to help me fix that at later on. So Mercury retrograde has struck. I have found myself quite a few times going to buy things online. I'm like, no, what are you doing? I like I was in the Jetstar website the other day looking at flights, and I'm like, Mercury's just gone retrograde. What are you doing? And so I escape, escape, retreat. So yeah, one more click and then I'm gonna go. And my point was, yes, I am home all day. So if anybody needs some insight, just reach out. Also, oh my God, while I've got you here, I'm thinking of a new competition. The numbers are just not working for me. I've got, what is it? 581 or something like that. So I'm thinking of a competition to run again. So if anybody has got any suggestions, so I can, get some action happening. Again, it's just the number. It's not how many people. I love everyone that's here. But I want to give away some of my time to you. So think of something and reach out and yeah, we'll elaborate on this further. So take it easy. I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah.